Alright, bro, I'm going to teach you how to become a man that carries himself correctly. And I want you to understand, if you can run at a certain pace, if you can start performing in a certain way, if you can carry yourself correctly, you will become that guy. You will be that man. You will have what you want. But so many of us, if not all of us, we are default set to, well, not work hard, default set to take the quick option, to have quick success, all of that, right? And we're default to be soft and weak and docile and fragile, because look at the modern day. Look at the state of young guys. Look, I'll say this to you right now. I was never taught how to become a man that carries himself correctly. I grew up in the ghetto for 20 years of my life. I'm 26 now. I became a drug addict at 15 years old, right? I grew up without a father because he used to beat the shit out of us. I grew up in a way that if you boys actually knew my story, what I'd been through, you'd think, how am I still here breathing? You'd be like, you went through all that and you're still here. I hit rock bottom at the age of 20. And I picked myself up. So for the last 6 years, 5.5 years, right? Because I just turned 26 not too long ago. I've been trying to build myself up. So that's why I can come on here and give you this advice, because I know the way that I was kind of programmed, how I used to navigate life was wrong. This is the way that will truly make you have what you want. Be that man that's proud of himself and that gets what he wants. So really understand, bro. This advice might be labeled as toxic to some. It might rub a few people wrong, but this advice will change your life if you truly take it on board, if you want to become that guy within yourself. So the first and the most important thing, and I do believe that this is number one, because this kind of sets your whole frame, your foundation, is to be running your life through purpose. And no one speaks about this enough, right? Our purpose is everything. And think about what our purpose is right now. It's pussy. It's instant gratification. It's wasting time. It's living this, fake imaginary life in our dreams and through social media and all that. I want you to understand, when you start driving and running your life through purpose, you will become unstoppable. Because you know why? You'll know what you want and you'll know the final destination. All of us are running through our lives aimlessly. We want this, right? We want money. We want to be the top dog. We want to have this and this and that. But that's all it is. It becomes this ideas and these things that we want, but that's it. You want money, shorter, so does everyone else. You want a nice girlfriend, everyone else does. You want to be the top dog in your career, so does everyone else. You want that promotion, so does everyone else. When you start running your life through, okay, well, I want to do what's true to me. Not what my parents want me to do. Not what society wants me to do. Not what will, give me the most credit with my friends. Fuck all that. You need to be running your life through what it is that you want to do. And here's how you figure it out, right? You need to ask yourself, if you had all the money in the world and you traveled everywhere and you sat on the beach and you slept with a bunch of honeys and you lived the life for a while and you couldn't go do that anymore, right? You're tired of it. You're sick of it. What would you do with your time and you can't go spend more money on other stuff? If you figure that out, that's what you do with your life. And you make money through your purpose, because you can be the top dog. And the path for you is laid out through someone else. We're living in a time where we can Google anything that we want. There is someone that's number one in what it is that we want to do with our lives. And you can just mimic and find the blueprint that fits you, that gets to where you are trying to get with your life through your purpose. See, get this. When you don't run through purpose, you run aimlessly. And when something comes, you got a birthday party, or you got this, or you got that, or you got this, you lose sight of your dreams and your goals. So you wanted to be rich, but then your friends hit you up to go out drinking. I don't want to be rich today. But if you start running through purpose, you'll be always in alignment of what you want to do, and you'll have clear parameters set for yourself, because, well, you know where you're trying to get. Your purpose ain't going to be, right, what I'm doing. It might be maybe one or two of you is watching, helping young men, motivating, but your purpose could be cutting hair. Your purpose could be cutting grass. Your purpose could be cooking, being a lawyer, whatever it is. Figure out what it is that you want to do. If you had all the money, that's your purpose. Go become number one in it. That's it. That's all you do. The second thing is that you need to become rational and controlled. So get this. These three things right now, if you can dial in, right? You find your purpose. You know what it is that you want to do. You know where you're trying to get. And then you become rational in how you think. You think clearly. You think with logic. And then you control your emotions. This right here builds the frame of just being a young man that's carrying himself correctly. Because what are we all doing so wrong? We act out of emotion. Someone said something mean to me on Instagram, then you're in bed for a week worrying about it. Someone cut you off in traffic and, that guy, you lose your temper. I'll say this to you right now. If you can start looking at your life with some genuine reasoning, you start thinking clearly, you think logically, you will start to see that everything that's bothering you ain't really an issue. Yet you've been programmed to be such a weak little sissy that a little thing, right, someone being mean to you or someone, just doing something wrong to you or this and that, it takes you off your whole direction. You lose sight of your goal because of, you weren't acting rational. What else we do is that we act through emotions that almost always leads to more drama and a headache, right? Not everything needs to be dealt with because someone said something mean to you on Instagram. This guy, is just being a bit of a dick to you. It is what it is. That's life. But if you stay purpose-driven, you stay rational, and then you stay controlled through your emotions and you just don't let these little things get one over on you, you will truly become unstoppable. And unstoppable in a way that no one will be able to steer you away from yourself, and you'll become super secure and measured because you're thinking rational, you're controlled, and you're purpose-driven. So get this, not every emotion needs to be acted upon. Not everything caused you trauma that's messed you up and now you can't do anything about it. Think clearly, think logically, and watch your life truly start to just build up all this momentum and you start moving closer to where it is that you want to get. Just these 3 things will change your life. But here's where we start getting a little bit, toxic masculinity. But this is how you got to be, right? You got to be aggressive. And for a very long time, I wasn't aggressive. And I tell you this, I grew up getting bashed. I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up not in a fucking good place. But for a lot of us, a lot of people that grow up in the same situation as me, they somewhat become aggressive within themselves. I wasn't like that when I was younger. I was timid, scared, fragile, and that never got me anywhere in life. Maybe I was a little bit smarter handling situations, and that kind of made me a bit more emotional controlled because, I was a bit scared, so I thought reasonably. But you need to now start thinking aggressively, because get this, the nice guy does finish last. The guy that opens the door for another man to have his dreams and his goals ain't going to get to where he's trying, ain't going to get what he wants. So let me tell you this, right? You need to start moving in accordance of, I'm going to get what's mine. And you got to be ruthless. You got to not worry about anyone else, and you got to get what you want and be stubborn and selfish in the way that you start moving. That makes you truly get where you're trying to get. Makes you that man. Because get this, right? I'm not saying that you need to be this horrible person that pushes over a grandma and anything like that. I'm saying though, you need to be a certain level of aggressiveness that you become competitive between all the other men around you and all the other people that want what you want, and then you become aggressive in yourself and you truly start ruling your life. It's like, okay, I'm messing up here. I'm doing wrong here. This guy wants what I want, but fuck him. I'm gonna have what he's trying to get and what I want. When you start moving out of this level of aggressiveness, it sounds crazy, right? But you need this. There's a reason why so many people that have made it in their life at the start of them building their lives, they just had this approach of they were gonna get what they wanted and that's it. Nothing else got in their way, no other person, no other thought. They just wanted it, so they got it, right? Any business mogul, CEO, athlete, all these guys, right? Millionaire, billionaires. There's a certain level about them that's messed up. Even if they look like they're, the nicest guy in the world, there's a part of them that's super aggressive. Whether or not they show it in their personality, in their brain, they're that way. And it's that. Because if you let people run over you, if you open the door for other people that want what you want and you help them get what they want, then that puts you in the backseat. Watch, everything that you want is going to disappear. You have to be aggressive. You've got to be competitive. Because otherwise, kiss what you want, goodbye. Now, with this is kind of attached to it. You have to become unapologetic, and you also got to become permissionless, right? Because get this, we run our lives through apologizing through everything. But I want you to understand, you can't apologize for everything anymore. You need to understand that if you thought this was the right way of acting at some stage of your life, don't apologize for it. Yeah, sure. Like if you did something so bad and this and that, yeah, say sorry, be a man of your word and have some integrity. But I'm saying that you should not be this guy that just lets people walk all over him and then say sorry. When you walk past someone and they accidentally shove you, oh, sorry. Stand your ground. Stand up for who you are. Because this attaches to that level of aggressiveness that you need. We apologize for every single thing. And every time we apologize as a man, right? There's a right way to handle every situation, right? Again, I'm not telling you to walk through life just being this dick. But I'm telling you, you need to start moving in accordance with being unapologetic for who you are. You wanted something and someone disagrees, I don't care. Something bad happens, yeah, it is what it is, I don't care. Whatever, it is what it is. Do not denigrate yourself in the process of becoming who you want to be and trying to get to where you need to get. Life isn't all sunshine, rainbows, happiness. It's a dark world. And the unapologetic men for who they are and doing what they need to do to get to where they need to get, they're the ones that win. They have everything. With that, you have to be permissionless. So many of us, we ask for permission from our parents, from society, from this and that. Start running your life through what it is that you want to do. Not everything needs to be, oh, bro, can I do this? Can I do this for my own life? Be permissionless. If your parents tell you, right, oh, you shouldn't do this, but you should be doing it, do it. Figure out a way to get it done. Move out of home. Stand your ground. Show them a plan. Be permissionless. Do what you need, right? Do not ask for permission from anyone else to do what it is that you want to do with your life. Because when you start to become this way, you do what it is that you want and you feel good. Every time you apologize, every time you ask for permission, you aren't ruling your life. You aren't living your life to your standard, to who it is that you're meant to be. So get this. Being permissionless isn't, again, all of these things are about being a horrible person. But it's having this certain frame as a man that makes you move forward and win and conquer and cultivate and build that life that you want. But you do everything, right? You ask for permission for everything. You're wasting time. Who cares? Do what you got to do. You apologize for every little thing. You're wasting time, causing all this unnecessary conversations and drama. If you're not aggressive and this nice guy, everything just like someone else that's aggressive takes what you want. It's how this world works. If you're acting out of emotion and you're not controlled, everything falls apart. And if you're acting without purpose, see you later. But there's one more thing. And I want you to understand this. There's actually two. But I want to put this as kind of one, right? You've got to be confident. And confidence is only built through you living your life as number one, right? Where are we all right now? We're working shitty jobs that we're just a number. In this world, we're just a number. None of us truly own who we are in regards of we're somebody to this world. And I'll tell you this right now. You have to be that guy that's number one, that makes something from himself, that people know, that people respect, that people want to be like, I want to be like him. I never thought that there was an importance to being, a status-driven man. Now, status doesn't mean that you need to become this world-renowned celebrity, this and that. But building up your reputation, being that guy that is ruthless, that is number one in his own life, and people radiate, or your energy radiates to other people, and they're like, well, I want what he's got. I want his life. I want his energy. I want his mindset. That right there will breed confidence into you that makes you feel like you're on track, that you're being who you're supposed to be. See, so many of us, right, when we start moving in accordance of, well, I'm that guy, I'm number one, and you start building and aligning your life to that, you will see that being number one breeds confidence. And you need a level of confidence in your life that helps you get what you want. See, so many of us, we walk into every situation, or we want to approach that girl, but we're so anxious and scared, or she's going to think I'm ugly, she's going to ruin me. You walk into this business meeting, or you want to start a business, but there's no level of confidence about you. I'll tell you this, even if you have to fake it until you truly become confident, you need to start walking through life as you are the motherfucking man, that you are that guy, that you are number one. Because if you walk in a situation that you aren't confident, right, I promise you, whatever it is going to crumble underneath it. That girl's going to reject you because you're shaking, scared, or, whatever. You start a business and, you're not confident. That business is going to crumble underneath you. People are going to do you wrong. But if you start walking into situations as that, you're that guy, you're confident. Holy crap. That's when your life starts to come together. Because if you say you can do something in this confident, demeanor and energy, that thing is going to happen. But equally, if you say that, I don't know if I can do it, watch it all crumble beneath you. When you start running your life and performing with all these traits inside you, you will see that you carry yourself in a way that you are programmed, right? But it's being kind of programmed out of you because of this modern world. But this is how you should carry yourself. This is how you need to start performing. This is how you need to start running, because it's at this pace, it's with these, you will see that your life starts to evolve around you. And that's what it has to be. You got to be that center of your universe. Because if you're not, truth is, someone else is going to always tell you what to do. You're going to be building up someone else's dream. You ain't going to be truly ever living true to you. This is how I believe, and I know your life will start to take place if you start implementing these things. But if you don't, like I said, your life is going to be destined to not be the life that you want to live. This is how you carry yourself as a young man, bro. Love you, brother.